And we're back! Right, so when I last left off, I was actually grinding some levels up. As you see, everyone is a little bit stronger now, which is good. More importantly, actually, let's go to stats. I've made sure that everyone's equipment is not terrible. So everyone's got the laser shield equipped now, so they're useful. Yep, sick. And yeah, just been generally leveling everyone up. Mayao is actually now one of our stronger ones, now that I've actually bought a actual weapon for him. So hopefully he'll actually, do something of worth. So yeah, this village is one that's absolutely been wrecked by Lassic, so everyone's not a big fan of him. What I was actually just here to do is to get this this goo stuff that I'm going to put on this trash pile to get back some little robot friend that we are going to be meeting soon. First of all though, I'm going to take this little opportunity to explore this dungeon here. And once again, I genuinely don't remember the way or what I'm doing, so we'll see how this goes. Have yet to be attacked by anything, so that's already a bonus. Bet this is a trap. Nope. Just shared with me its riches. Okie dokie. Got a good feeling about this. Yeah! So, the reason I've come here is because in this house there's some dickhead that I've got to fight. So this guy, who's obviously an evil robot lab assistant or whatever, I don't know what outfit that's meant to be. It's got a sick colour though, actually, I'll give him that. He's like, yo, give me your cat. Now if you give Mayao over to him, he'll just straight up murder Mayao, then laugh, then attack you. So let's not. So his name's Dr. Mad, which is a unique name. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a wall up here. Odin, you smack it. Let's get some wind in there as well. Yeah, take that, you mad dick. Yeah, now you're tied up. I thought I used fire, but apparently I used rope. That's fine. It's not a problem. And yeah, we're just gonna beat this guy up, and hopefully I've grinded up enough levels that this won't actually be an issue. I'll tell you what, doing this fight with Mayao just straight up dead at the beginning is actually really difficult, because this magic wall that we'll be putting up is legitimately life-saving. Also, Mayao just did 30 damage, with no issue whatsoever. Nice work, Mayao. I'm gonna give you mad props for that. Actually, Alice, I'm gonna need you to keep your... Nope. I'm gonna, keep Alice's magic for now. Just because, ultimately her magic is gonna be used to get us the fuck out of this shithole town in a bit. Fuck it, just smack him. It's very agile for a disgusting robot man. So you get very little experience for killing him, but you get 140 and you get your Laconian pot. Now the Laconian pot is the item that I originally traded to get Mayao in the first place, and it's a very valuable item, which is why I actually did that in the first place. Now let's get on here, and we're just going to fly back to here. There we go. This works nicely for me. And we'll just get everyone healed up. Though I don't think that doctor actually managed to hit us at all. So screw him, I guess. Anyway, I think so. The way the the charging for healing works in this game. You ultimately you pay for what you use, essentially. For each hit point you pay like a Meseta, and then like for every magic point you also pay a Meseta. So it helps to actually heal with your magic, first of all, as that actually works out the cheapest way of doing it. Of course, by this point in the game it doesn't really matter too much. Now I've flown all the way back here, just because, in my opinion, it's the quickest way of doing this. Otherwise I've got to go through several dungeons, an entire like pathway full of really high level enemies, and just a general ball ache of a journey. Whereas this one, I've just got to, you know, walk through this bit again, then go through the completely harmless lava once again. Yeah, so as I said, my owl's now got the I want to say a claw, or is it a tooth? Something equipped now that basically means that he's actually doing some level of damage. Let me check it out. Ooh, no, never mind. We're fighting more nasty dragon monsters, and that's okay. Sweet. Cool. Let's keep moving, guys. Let's keep moving. Okay. Apparently I'm just not allowed to travel at this point. Yay! Someone got shot. I need to check out who that was. Was it anyone important? Never mind, we're good. At this point it doesn't actually matter with the little traps like that, because we've all got enough health that the traps aren't as severe as they were before. For fuck's sake. So we're just gonna work our way through these now. And again, the swarm are actually a really annoying enemy, because, well, they live up to the name, to be fair. But they start out as, you know, that singular enemy that you can train up to beat quite early on, and then they just become an absolute pest. They don't even do that much damage, it's just like the sheer amount of time it takes to beat them. Oh yeah, this Manticore's... So the Manticore has its regular attack, and it has a magic attack that it uses as well, so it like throws fireballs at you, and much like using fire as a character in the game, it it attacks multiple times and does way more damage. Right, let's see if there's any magmen that are gonna bum rush us. No, we're good. Right. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Nearly there. Wow. So, what I'm going to do now, we're going to go through all these things of garbage and use the polymaterial on it. No, it smells. So not that one. I'm going to say it's this one. Nope. Each one of these houses has this as well, and I genuinely can't remember which one it is. There we go. I like that he instantly knows what I need him for. Very useful of him. Okie dokie. Let's fly. And then... Boop, boop, boom, boom. Oh wait, that might be the assistant. Yep. Still got an attitude problem. Sweet. So this guy early in the game told me to fuck off when I tried to go by. And now he's like, yo, you know the doctor? Cool, go on through, hombre. I'm sorry that you didn't want me walking on your massive patch of empty ground. But fine, whatever. So, first of all, so we're already in the Gothic Forest. Uzo, I believe, yep, that's on Motavia. So we're going to head there first. So one thing that's happened now is that all the airports have been closed down. I haven't actually attempted to go through to the airport to go to Motavia, so they haven't stopped me going. But essentially, if I try to go there now, they'll take my passport from me. Now we're landing in a different part of Motavia because it's a different airport, essentially, as you can possibly tell. I'm just going to head on through here. First off, I'm going to get all healed up. Whew. No, wait a minute. Let's get everyone healed with magic first. And then one more for Alice. Sweet. So what we're now going to be looking for is the magic weapons that will help us beat the shit out of Lassic. This is the point where the game gives you very little direction of where to go. So you've sort of just got to try and muddle through for yourself. Obviously you've got these new areas that you can visit, which have new information and new items that you can pick up. This will probably be just all the burgers. Yeah, don't need those for now. Let's see what he's got. So we've got lightsabers, which I think are better weapons than I have equipped at the moment, but I don't remember. Let me just quickly check. So ceramic sword, laser shield, yeah, we're good with those at the moment. Can't actually afford those new swords at the moment either, as I spent them all on laser shields earlier. Maybe I should have just spent more time grinding money, to be fair. So, she's just told us about Casper, which is to the south. Now, Casper's known for its gross, massive dragon monsters. Well, not really gross, they're just really fucking violent. And they will kick 7 shades of shit out of me. Yep. And they got gems in their head. The gems are used for something later. That I'm talking about Noah's potential armour there. Secret flute, but I buried one at the outskirts of a town called Gothic on Palmer. Don't tell anyone. So that's actually a really useful flute because it gets you out of dungeons. Also very useful, the Land Rover, which I think I need to go to Dezoria to get. That is basically, you can go through all the little antlion things that are everywhere, which you can't walk through, you've got to fucking like trudge through them basically. I'm going to go back to Gothic now, and we're going to do a bit of planet hopping now. So I'm going to skip through the elaborate cutscene. Boom, boom. You do. Out the fucking way. So I'm trying to remember. Should be through here, down here, and then I think it's here. Oops. There we go. So I've got the flute. As I said, flute very useful. As it's essentially your free exit. think it can be used for flight as well, to like return to the church, that I can't remember. If that's the case, then it's very useful. Right, so we'll head to Sker now. On Dezoris. So we've not yet been to this planet. We've only really been to Motavia. Now Dezoris is an ice planet. It's really cold, basically. It's still got vegetation on it. It's still like, I'm assuming, habitable. But I believe everyone who lives on this planet lives underground. So you stay warm. Well, let's go. Let's jam. Nope. Yep. So these are the natives. Ah, no, I can't speak to each other without using magic. Never mind. I don't know if someone needs to tell me that I can speak to them, or what, but yeah, can't at the moment. So we've got to fight them instead. You know, just wholesale murder of the native people. But to be fair, they've got evil in the name, so they clearly are monstrous people that have attacked me out of nowhere. But also they dress up like Santa's elves. I don't get why. I don't know if that's part of their attire or what, but, you know. I like that they kind of look like sort of green monkey people. As opposed to angry bear people. Oh no, you are not looking too hot. Let's get you sorted out. There we go. Oof. Oof. Cutting it close there, Maya. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. That was a fun fight. Oh my god. Right. Ah, good. These ones can heal themselves. That's useful. So we just gotta kill them fast. There we go. Let's keep moving. I like the werebats are kind of trivial now. And as far as I remember, this one's just one that sort of spirals in on itself. There we go. So this place is a sort of underground city. I'm assuming they've got some sort of like biome set up to make it so that plant life can grow. Maybe. Yeah. Much like the UK, everyone around here just talks about how fucking awful the weather is. And has blue hair, you know. Everyone that moved over from Parma has come here, has come to this little village here. And there's a village later on that has the native people living on it. Yep. Yep. She's talking about him now. Also, she doesn't know a lot about this planet, but she chose to move here. So that's good. Did no research ahead of time. Oh. Wow. Yeah, so we're going to need that later. Now, if I remember rightly, I've got to basically end up trudging through a couple of hundred different dungeons, which is going to be great. It's about half a dozen dungeons, actually, that I've got to get through to get to this Azorian village. It's a bad time. It's really easy to get lost because, you know, even when you're out on the world map, it's all sand, so all ice even, and everything looks the same. Though to be fair, it's the same issue on Motavia. It's all just continuous desert, so you can't actually see where you're going. Simplifies things from an animation standpoint, I guess. So yeah, Lassic doesn't like Laconia because he knows that if we use it on him, it will probably kill him. Yep, that's the one. Yep, so we get a snow digger later that can basically go through like certain points in the mountain. Again, the game doesn't actually show you where those are, so you just got to sort of move around. It's like all the hidden doors. Does he have the car I want? No. He has a sphere and I don't know what that does. Do you have any potions? No, cola and burgers, good. Weapon shot blast. Right, so I believe the wand is a better weapon for Noah. The glove, I believe, is actually a something that equips to Mayao, but I can't remember. I think that's slightly better than the wooden cane that Noah's been using. Right. Let's go explore Desaria and hope we don't die horribly in the meantime.